He directs movies most people only watch in private. Millions consume his work, yet he remains invisible. And today, we spend a day with a director in an industry few of us truly understand.
My name is Oliver Wang. I'm a director, producer, writer based in Los Angeles. When I was 7, I knew I want to be a writer. And I remember when I was like 8 or 9, I just started writing novels at my home. So I started filmmaking in Taiwan. And then after graduation, I was like, I don't want to stay in Taiwan. I want to go to a different country. So I came to America to study screenwriting. And then I have been working as a director full-time for about like 5 years now.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm his mistress.
This is a really mysterious industry to people who are not in the industry. I knew a mutual friend. He's Taiwanese, and then there's this Taiwanese company, and they want to branch out to the US. And they were looking for a Taiwanese director who can speak Mandarin, also English. So he referred me to Model Media, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Accomplishment. Well, my film have been nominated by the industry a few times, by the AVN, by the XBiz. I think for me, the accomplishment is just the consistent output of original stories for 2 years, because I was doing like 3 or 4 films every single month, and I keep writing them. And I think for the most part, all the script is unique in its own way.
How many films have you directed?
150 films? I think so. One of the first films that I've made is called Forgive. It's about this couple. They have like marriage problems, and then they're like financial issues, or like fighting. But the lighting is amazing. I'm really proud of what I did. And then I think it was viewed, I don't know, 6 million times on one of the biggest sites. And I was like, wow, I think most directors would not be able to have this amount of views in their lifetime. So the very first shoot was in a mansion. All of these sets, they happen in like big mansions. And then I went in there, and then the star, I remember Violet Myers, who I think still is one of the biggest stars in the industry. To me, it was just very, very interesting, because she was just like down to whatever that I tell her to do. And they were just a little mind-blowing to me.
Sound,
Speed.
camera.
Rolling. And now, action!
When the action starts, stuff like this happen organically, right? You don't have to give them choreography. I don't have to tell them, you do this position this way, you do that position that way, blah, blah, blah. And that is really hard to do if you don't know how to do it. Because in our private life, when we are doing the actions, we don't have to worry about the camera. We just do it. So it's easy. But when you are actually doing it for the camera, you have to move your body in a certain way that's not natural. You have to position your partner in a certain way that is really exhausting for both of you. It's actually more like a physical stunt when they are actually doing it for the camera.
Say something to Oliver. What's up, baby?
My typical shoot day looks like, well, I show up on set, and then we get the talents into makeup, which takes forever, by the way. It's not like just beauty makeup. It's like full-on makeup, like everything, because it's for consumption, right? It has to look amazing. And then once makeup is done, we'll read the dialogue, because they usually don't receive the script until the day before, so they just have to prepare the dialogue on set.
We're the hater. Daddy.
Once the dialogue is nailed down into their brain, we do the blocking. And once blocking is done, we light. And the rest is just pretty much like any other kind of filmmaking. We just shoot the wide and we shoot close up. But what makes it different is the main spicy action. So when that happens, my approach is that we usually do handheld, and then we just do like we do a one shot. Because I know some directors, they will cut for each position, but I think to me, first of all, that seems to be really time consuming, and second of all, that just doesn't seem natural, because you can see the cutting point. So when the main action starts, we will gather all the talents that is in the scene, and then we will talk about the do's and don'ts. So for example, they will be like, okay, I don't want you to touch me here, I don't want to do that, I want you to do this. So everybody will talk about this, and we'll also talk about where we want the male talent to finish. Is it on the face? Is it on the chest? Or is it inside? Blah, blah, blah. So for female talent, if you finish on the inside, most female talent will charge 100 or 200 more. But for male talent, it's the same. But some male talent have told me they don't want to finish inside because they have a girlfriend or they have a wife. They feel like finish other girls inside is weird. And then we also share the STD test result. It has to be valid within 2 weeks. And then it has to come from certain testing centers. It cannot be from a random doctor. It has to be like professional testing centers. So everybody is safe. And then all the crew members, they know what they are getting themselves into. They know this is a spicy film. So they already coming into this set with certain level of comfort.
Where are you? Where are you? Why are you not here?
So far as right now, I've not encountered anybody who do not want to hire me as a director because I have background in the industry. I think being a director is different because you are not actually doing the spicy stuff on camera, so people perceive you differently. So and I know there's another actor who is trying to get into mainstream acting. When people find out he has background in the spicy stuff, like people would just kind of shy away from that. They don't want to be associated with that. In the industry, there are definitely some people who are notorious for not respecting the boundaries. And I think I've heard, I guess, at least 5 to 10 people who will violate people's boundary. If the partner is okay with performing with this person that is a little problematic, then we will still do the same. Because both people are consenting to the scene, right? But it does happen a lot of times where one of the partners will tell us, hey, I don't want to perform with this person. I have to cancel the scene. Or you have to book a different talent, otherwise I'm not going to perform. If that happens, we will definitely book a different person.
How much, like in this industry, a typical actor or director normally makes?
For a female, it's at least 1,000 a day. If it's a BG scene, a BG scene means a boy-girl scene. Okay, and for male talent, it depends on how famous you are. Male talent can start from 600 a day to maybe 1,000 a day if you are a biggest star. And then for director, I can only speak for myself. I think it's at least 800 a day. But if you write your own script, it probably will be a little more, maybe like 1,200 a day. If you think you wanna try to join the industry, you just wanna get a taste, you don't have to be on set, you can do OnlyFans. Because of OnlyFans, a lot of stars, they realize they can make more money just by doing OnlyFans than actually going to a set and make less money. So it's a little harder to get people to set now because there's no incentive for them. But I know a lot of OnlyFans girls, they are still doing the mainstream industry stuff for publicity.
When I first got into the industry,
People think people who work in this industry are high on drugs all the time, are a little wacky, are not reliable. But in my personal experience, that's not really the case. I would say 80% of the people that I have met in the industry, they love to be there. They are professional. They will give you the performance that you want. They are there to do the job and get a paycheck. They want to get there on time and they want to get out there on time.
Happy birthday to you.
The people in the spicy industry is amazing. You will never meet any people like that in any other way. Like, they are just the most unique human being. They don't care about anything. They live their life truthfully to themselves. The whole vibe on set is just more fun. People are just like making jokes. We are having fun. We are talking about our personal life, stuff you would never share. You just feel very close. And also, you become friends instantly with other people on set because we all know the stuff that we are doing on set is not considered okay by a lot of people. So when we all do it, it just kind of boosts the morale. It's like, oh, we think alike, we behave alike, we have the same value in life. Spicy stuff exists throughout the centuries. It doesn't just exist now, right? But just back then, it was painting, it was novels, stuff like that, but now it's videos. So people have been consuming this kind of stuff for centuries.
Because it's what the audience wants.
And I do agree, if you spend your entire day just watching spicy films. That is not healthy. But the same can be said about a lot of things. If you spend your entire day smoking weed, that is also harmful to you. If money is not an issue and I can direct any project that I want, comedy, and it probably will be sitcom. It probably will be like Veep or Parks and Rec, The Office, and I would really love to turn my experience working in the spicy industry into a sitcom.